Gemini, welcome back to another Four Paths Healing Tarot message. My name is Dee. I meditated on the energy, got some cards out here so that I can just deliver a message straight to you, not to waste any time. Speaking of not wasting time, the short synopsis on what this is, Gemini, is you overcoming and becoming aware of a necessary change that is taken place as it relates to love and security, finances. If that feels like your energy or what you're working through, stay on with me. If you're like, honey, that is not me, I'm just glad that you popped in and said, hey. I hope to see you in another Four Paths Healing message. You can check out your moon sign or your rising sign as well. For those of you staying on with me, welcome and let's begin. Right now, Gemini, you're working through some challenging emotions as it relates to loss or grieving the loss of love or a change in a love dynamic, starting with the Five of Cups here, as well as the Page of Cups. And so what that says to me as a reader is that there is a feeling of rawness, a feeling of, it's not like you are feeling a sense of revenge. You know how often you hear about people who are working through separation or a change in the flow of love, and they instantly begin to use resentment and anger as a ladder to begin the process of moving out of the grieving phase of it. But that does not feel like what you are working through, Gemini. This feels more like you're just raw and working through your emotions. It's a grief, you're feeling the loss, but excuse me, it's not exactly as painful as possibly things that you've gone through in your past. You understand a little bit about what this is, but do not get it twisted. It still feels hard on you, and it still feels, it has all of the feels, if that makes sense. I confirm that Page of Cups energy and the Three of Swords popped out. So again, it still feels like heartbreak, hard words, a desire to invest in love or a relationship, and for matters here or there, I'll get into that in a minute, it just did not work out. I asked God, angel, spirit guides to help me understand, what is the root of this? What is this about? This feeling, this lack of love, feeling separation, feeling heartbreak, for those of you who are really feeling that energy. The Knight of Cups, as well as the Ten of Pentacles. So I confirm that, and a Two of Swords popped out as well. Whoever you were, switch around the energies, because this could be you and what you were working through with someone else, or this could also be someone's intentions toward you. So stay with me here. It's possible, Gemini, that you were allowing yourself to be in a vulnerable place. Again, with this being here, that Page of Cups is a lightness, it's sweetness. It's not trying to have any game or any hidden agenda. It's just light. My heart is free. I'm open to a process. I don't have any fixed ideas about how this is going to go. So here you are offering love to someone who might be a water sign. And when I say water sign, I'm thinking Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And in that, you were willing to sacrifice what you needed to. You had in your mind and in the eye of your heart, you were able to see future potential. With whatever this was, you felt like this could be everything that you have been wanting. Or you have had to make a hard decision about walking away from something, and they wanted to greet you with their loving energy or an offer of love, because they saw with you that you were going to be the thing that brought all of the pentacles through, all of the legacy through, all of the cups, and it did not quite work out. And for whatever reason, both of you are out of this still working through the grief of the loss of the potential of what you thought that this could be, especially with this reversal here in the form of a Two of Swords. It was a desire and to move love forward between the group of you, the both of you. But something about this was not clear. It was not exactly thought through. What just came through is that there could have been signs or red flags that signified that maybe this was not going to be exactly all that it could be. Maybe a little bit of confusion here. I'm feeling confident with that because in this final placement where I ask God, angel, spirit guides to help me understand what is it that spirit wants Gemini to know right now, just clearly. The sun, some vitality, rejuvenation, not the same as the star card rejuvenation, but the sun will shine again. And it also popped out with the Nine of Cups. The nines often feel like all of your emotional love desires coming together, everything that you've been wishing for. They're sitting here with their arms crossed and all of these trophies and accomplishments, and cups are right here. So the way that I'm seeing this though is that you are going to be spending some time right now. You're probably coming into this. This might be something that you're walking into this week, but you're coming into a time where you have to allow yourself to become clear about what it is that you really, really want. And I'm not saying that you weren't clear, but something about this ending, this change, or the change of this flow, it may not be that you and this other person are over. It could just be that there was a challenging conversation that had to happen and it changed the course of how you all are in this relationship together, which to me is always a wonderful thing because how we grow is through confronting the challenging things and then heightening our level together and working through the new things there. And so it may have been that you all leveled recently, or you need to level and get very clear about what it is that you want, Gemini, in this relationship, and what happens in this love dynamic, in this romance that really makes you feel your sense of self. Another thing that just came through is that often when we have a chance to be in love, to be in romance, we are stronger in our ability to serve in that romance if prior to getting into that relationship or that romantic relationship, we have all of our needs met too and first. That may be hard to digest because some folks really have this beautiful ability to serve others and to be servants of other people and put other people first. That is a wonderful thing to be, and it also can be dangerous because if you're not well, if you don't have all of the things that you want for yourself, but you're so wonderful about putting people above you, there is going to be a time where you're going to become aware that you are depleted of the nurturance that you need. And then there's still, whether it's today or in 20 years, a day of reckoning where you have to get clear about what it is that you want. So it's likely healthier to do it if you are spending time alone or in this place right now. Whether you are apart with this person or you're having a time where you're really sitting down, talking through this is a wonderful time to address this. What is it that you really want, Gemini? What helps you to feel whole so that you can show up in a relationship healthy? I'm confident about that because more about these direct messages that are coming out for you, I have another Two of Swords showing up in reverse, or excuse me, showing up upright, excuse me, and following those cards, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, as well as belonging, home, foundation with the Four of Wands. The more you allow yourself to remove this blindfold here, this water represents emotion, feeling, intuition. intuitive ability. You are an air sign. You are wonderful with words, with truth, with logic, with your mind. Gemini, you are fantastic about transforming your ideas, your thoughts into words for people to understand you in all forms, and a lot more with that. But your words and communication are valuable. But thoughts here are the swords. But right now you have your thoughts, you have your beliefs, your belief sets. In this particular image, the water here is the only thing that can be felt and heard because there's nothing to see. I'm closed off by what I believe right now. And it's two decisions. And so you have to decide, is it, oh, I love this. Thank you, God, Angel, Spirit Guides. Is it taking some time to go after the opportunities and the dreams that you have for yourself related to money, security, Nine of Pentacles type of things? Or is it about family, marriage, commitment, belonging? You have to make the decision. But either way, you do get to have both. I think of the Queen of Pentacles as being the person who has this wonderful ability to provide love, nurturance to family, to their partner, but also is able to secure a bag and get the money and get the bread for the family and make sure that all of the provisions are met. So these are the decisions that you have to make. You can have it all. Is there something that needs to come first as it relates to you being clear about the Nine of Cups for yourself? What is needed for you to be whole so that you can show up relationally feeling whole and assured in that? There was an interesting card that popped out, and I had to spend some time with this, and I have the Devil here. This is a 6 here. This is Capricorn energy here. So grounding, foundation. This feels like letting go of fear. Gemini, I want to encourage you to let go of any fear that you cannot have everything that you want. Or for those of you, this may be just a couple of you, if you have a belief that whoever this offer was made to in love, or that made this offer to you, Gemini, it's time to let go of any belief that says that that was the best that you could ever have if this is done. That's not true either. Thank you, God, Angel, Spirit Guides. I'll go here. Every time we decide to level up, and I'm not meaning that in a flex way, like I'm leveling up. Sure, it could be that, but level up in self-understanding, healing trauma, healing our mind, our hearts, our bodies, overcoming fear, the things that we do as humans to grow. Every time we do that successfully, there's a new candidate pool of people to date because your frequency changed. Your wisdom helps you to vet people differently. So if that is something that you're working through, it's time to let that go. The only limitations are your own thoughts right now, but you can have it all. Sure, you might have to make a decision about yourself in terms of what's best for right now, but once you do that, this is beneath the deck in both of my decks. Page of Swords, so this is you, air, moving forward, determined, the sword of determination. Beneath this card in my confirming deck, love returns, creativity returns, okay? Beneath this card in my main deck, you become victorious. You, excuse me, you become actualized. And with that little choke up, what I heard is you become clear. You become clear about what you want and confident in what you want. Was that not intense at all? That I hope you're well after all of that. Okay, I love you, Gemini. That is the message that I have for you. Thank you for your lovely comments, likes, shares, and subscribes. Can you believe it? This channel is growing a little bit. I'm feeling like, hey. Thank you so much. I'm humbled. I'm thankful to God. If you like this space here, feels like family to you, at least a little bit, come on and join, subscribe. If you don't like all of that commitment right now, that's just a little bit too much for your biscuit. It's okay. I'm glad that you popped in and said, hey, and I hope that I get to see you next week in another 4 Paths Healing Tarot message. Gemini, I love you. Take care. Bye.